I think NBA fans' criticisms of Cam Boozer are just exposing our obsession with like aesthetics and our aesthetic bias. And obviously, I've been guilty of this in the past. My favorite players are just the ones who look the best, who I like watching the most. But one thing about Cam Boozer is he's as effective as any prospect we've seen in so long, and I respect it at the end of the day. First and foremost, if Cam Boozer was a bust or just a bad player, that would just be betraying history. There's only been a couple National Player of the Years as freshmen, and the last couple, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, were all number one overall picks. And never would you have found someone, unless they were trying to be contrarian, saying that those players would be bust. And that's because we understand that for you to be an 18, 19-year-old and have, especially the schedule that Duke, the out of conference schedule that Duke had this year, and for you to be the best player in the country when you're playing against 21, 22, 23, 24 year olds, that means you're a prodigious talent. And not only are you, the best NBA prospect because of your age, you're just the best player in the country. We all understand that being better when you're younger means that you're a better player. But those prospects weren't considered busts because we like to watch them play. Like we like how they play. But because Cam Boozer right here gets blocked, but then he gets his own rebound and scores, he's not good. He's a brute. And he's probably going to be a bust. But that just doesn't make sense with history. Like for a player to be this strong, this smart, this great of a passer, as incredible of a shooter, and with as much touch as he has at his age, that's rare. We don't see that often. We probably have not seen that in so long, like probably since like Zion, honestly. And why won't those skills translate? Obviously, Zion is a much better athlete than Cam, but why won't that touch and that strength translate? Is he gonna lose that when he gets to the NBA? I guess the fear is that there's gonna be better NBA athletes for since he's been in high school and college. He's just been dominating off strength because he's stronger than like these kids. But he's playing against grown men first and foremost. And why can't Cam get the benefit of the doubt that he can put on muscle and put on strength that other prospects get? We understand that when you're young, you're probably not, fully built. You're gonna put on more muscle. Giannis was allowed to put on more muscle, but Cam is just this brute who his game won't work because he only relies on strength. Ignoring his incredible touch, I don't understand it. And then on top of that, for him to have those skills at such a young age, he's literally played this whole year at 18. He might not even be 19 still. He might still be 18. And so all of these prospects this year, they're all ridiculously ridiculous offensively, and it kind of undermines how great Cam is when he might just be the most like well-rounded offensive prospect. Like he has the scoring, he has the playmaking over both of the other top two, over Darren and AJ. And honestly, he would have all three of these prospects would have easily gone number one in every draft of the 2020s, other than probably Wemby and Coop, and that includes Cade and Ant. Obviously, they're great in the NBA, but as prospects coming out, all three of these players are just much better than them, and they all have the size. Like a 6'9" shooter, passer, playmaker won't translate to the NBA. That's exactly what we're all looking for in our like primary lead creators. And so I think I would bet on Cam and the other top two being multiple time all NBA players before I would bet on any of them being bust. I genuinely think Cameron Boozer is the sort of player. He might not be great defensively, and that's his like main hiccup as a prospect. But I think Cameron Boozer is the type of player you build your entire offense around. You put defensive players around him, and he is your number one option on a championship level team with his playmaking and strength and touch combo. He could be one of the best offensive players in the league. He could be a first team All NBA level player. He's that good. And so I really think we should all just take a second, understand what he's doing at his age, and all respect Cameron Boozer.